It's been a minute, but today I'm doing a quick video to kind of touch base with you and ask the question: how have you positively or negatively impacted somebody's life without you being consciously aware of it? I share this because I've been coaching in the past few days, and the same theme keeps repeating in my sessions, and I see it also from mentoring. And I believe there's a conscious need for all of us to think about these things and how our words, our ideas, our feedback, our comments, anything we say, do, and express to others can significantly impact their lives, whether you may be aware of it or not. I share this because as someone who introspects daily, I've been doing a lot of healing work. And when I reach back out to people that I may have said something to, that during my quiet time or during my introspection time or during my prayer time, I get nudged by the Holy Spirit, God, to reach back out and apologize. We sometimes don't know how we can deplete or improve somebody else's emotional and mental health. Let's take an example. You break up with someone and you utter hurtful words, and those hurtful words shape that person's life in a negative way. And every time they come into a relationship, those hurtful words keep coming back at them through other people or through the things they even reminisce on. But you've been long gone from the picture and you don't know how that shapes that person. It may also be on the job where you encounter someone who is just starting out their career and they're trying to find their bearing, but you're grooming them in a way where you're enabling them to focus on the ego, that on them finding their true selves. And you may not really know until something else happens on the job and it becomes aware to others around how you're grooming or programming that person is now impacting their emotional and mental health, and also impacting their life on the whole. So today, my challenge to you is to take a pause. Think about the words that you've said. Your purpose in everybody's life, everyone that you meet, is to leave them better, not bitter. But if you're in an unhealthy place with yourself, you may not even be consciously aware that you're in an unhealthy place with yourself, especially when you're operating in survival mode. Think about the words that you may have said to someone. Think about the actions that you've taken that you may not be aware of and is still impacting somebody negatively in life. If it's positive, you'll know, because the seed that you've sown will shape that person's life wherever they go. But if it's negative, and I'm focusing on the negative because the positive would always be positive, it will not change the negative, but we can change the negative to positive when we self-reflect, when we introspect, when we examine things that have happened to us in the past. And how are they reoccurring in our present moments, or how will they reoccur in the future? So think about it, and if you have uttered words, if you have taken steps, if you have programmed somebody based on when you weren't consciously aware of yourself or your actions, it is time to make amends. Making amends is allowing yourself to break free from those things, those habits, those patterns that have become a lifestyle in an unconscious way that's helping you stay in unhealthy environment or survival mode. And it's time to embrace the truth that you may not know yourself and it's time to discover yourself. And there's nothing wrong about discovering yourself when you're old. Like I said, I got lost in life at 17, but I did not embark on the journey of discovery until I was 41. And throughout 17, I knew who I was, but then I got lost in life, yielding to peer pressure and conforming to everything that was outside my core values. And in between, I struggled with, the push and pull, separation anxiety, and feeling like I was going to have a major loss, but it wasn't a loss. It was a gain for me when I began to commit to myself and took the step to become accountable for my life and my journey. And it's been ever beautiful since then. Am I there yet? No, I'm still learning because life is all about learning and discovering. And if you're not learning or discovering, then you will be stagnant. And when you're stagnant, you become still. And when you're still, nothing can grow where you are in your life or help you grow and evolve in your journey. So think about these things, and as you reflect and gain a conscious awareness as you journal, be open to reaching out to that person and saying, hey, yesterday I took some time to self-reflect. And I may have done something that I wasn't consciously aware of that may have led you astray. And that wasn't my purpose in your life to help you get lost. My purpose was to help you find your way. Yes, we will have some purpose pushers, killers, stoppers, but you don't want to be the stopper and the killer. You want to be the pusher and the helper in other people's lives. And so as you self-reflect, forgive yourself, one, ask for forgiveness from the other person, and allow yourself to let go of anything that may still be present that may lead you to repeat those patterns and cycles of programming somebody else or hurting somebody else, and realizing that hurt people would always hurt people. But if you're looking not to hurt people and become the hurt person, allow yourself to heal. It's a beautiful journey. It's a lifetime journey and process, but you can't rush it. You have to be patient in the journey of healing. And one of the steps in healing is also forgiveness. And so as you forgive yourself and you forgive others and you gain conscious awareness, learn to take a pause when you have conversations. Learn to process your thoughts and tame them. Don't let them tame you. Learn to examine your emotions, sit with them, give them a name, and understand them because they're teachers, so that you don't let your emotions become the driver. And understand that as you do so, temptation will come to teach you to be patient with yourself. There will be those that will show up to tempt you. But you're on the journey of building resilience. You're on the journey of discovering yourself. You're on the journey of learning patience. So be patient with yourself and say to those people, devil, you're not coming for me this time. I'm gaining a conscious awareness and I'm going to become better in my own life's journey. It's not going to be an easy process, but for you to be resilient, for you to be able to tame your thoughts, for you to be able to tame your emotions, for you to be able to discover yourself, you have to commit to the journey. And when you learn the journey and master yourself by getting wisdom and understanding as you go through the process, understand that the process is not meant to confine you. The process is meant to refine you and help you discover your inner strengths so that you can turn those weaknesses into strengths and evolve to become the best version of yourself while still living and breathing. Remember, the only showstopper is you.